Hi, I'm Miley Woodman.
And I'm Reagan Porter, and we're here with Wildcat Watch at the 27th Annual OPUS Band Competition.
We're going to be here all night covering the bands and giving you an inside scoop on who they are and why they're here.
Union Program Council has been doing this event for 27 years. Every year, a handful of local unsigned bands play original music to showcase their talent and entertain us with a chance to win cash prizes. Tonight, we have 6 bands vying for these prizes, including Vineyard, Chase Fortune, Hard Way Out, The Clearing, Joshua J and The Nighthawks, and the Kearney Encores. The top prizes will be $200 for first place, $150 for second, and $100 for third. Now, Wildcat Watch is going to present us with the audio from Vineyard's interview video from earlier this week. If you have a smartphone, you can subscribe to them on YouTube and watch it. We're going to play the video now very quickly and then get going.
Vineyard started actually in 2 different ways. One of them being we went the online dating route, and I went to Craigslist and found a couple of the guys, but we also met through mutual friends as well. The biggest musical inspiration I have is probably a mixture between, for this group, it's probably like Mumford & Sons mixed with Zach Brown Band, maybe a little bit of like Dave Matthews Band, and believe it or not, I really do like Katy Perry, so. The music is just about a lot of different life experiences that I've had. I find that it is easier to write when you have something to relate to. I think it's hard to write about something you don't know about. It's hard to write about something you're just trying to like, unless you create like a story, which is really cool writing, but that takes a lot of effort and a lot of time to just sit and think. But life experiences, I think, are the best thing to write about. My creative process starts with me like by myself, just messing around on an instrument, and then usually coming up with like a chorus verse or like an idea or a theme for a song, and then I like to write the chorus first, and then I write like the verses around that, and then usually like the bridge is the very last thing I write. And if it's a slow song, I really make the bridge really big, or if it's usually like a fast song, I like to make the bridge like either break down or do something to make it quiet, and just to give variation. My favorite track would have to be the first one, which is Used, and it is about 2 different girls that I morphed into one. The girls used me, and they wanted me for their own agenda. They didn't really care about me, and so I wrote that as almost my Taylor Swift song, I guess. I create music because it is my passion, and it's something to get away from the daily grind of life. I don't really like anything else but to do music. I just try to get through the day, and the moment I can sit down and pick up a guitar, the moment I can play at a keyboard, those are the moments I really look forward to. I would love to be able to make a living out of it, be able to make just enough to survive off of, maybe tour, and keep having people buy CDs to be able to support myself doing music full time.
Okay, be sure to check out the UPC table for some of this week's upcoming events for UPC Week and ask about free t-shirts. Be sure to grab a free hot dog and pop over there. And without further ado, here's Vineyard.
might get your call when it's late and you're lonely. Too bad it takes you drunk to think of me. You ignore me in the day and turn into someone new. But then day turns into night and you want me close to you. And I might be a man, but I still have a heart. And I don't wanna be played like a game. So don't start to think that love is just a thing to give and take at will. You want my love to have and hold, but girl, you never will. Then I know I'm desperate when ashes look like gold. And I turn to you, but then I realize you don't break the mold of other girls. You're just like them. You all want the same thing. But say goodbye to those dreams and I'll try to ease the pain. How are you guys doing? We want you guys to get closer. You guys are too far away. Come on, just get closer. We are Vineyard, and it's a pleasure to be here. That's the first one off our debut EP, which came out August 20th. That was used, and this next one is actually the title of the EP, which is Other Girls. We're excited to play this one for you. Gonna wait on Hunter. Hunter's a pretty cool kid. He keeps us together because I float off into space when nobody gives me a tempo. Late at night, we used to sit in my car and talk, then we'd sing as our favorite song came on. I love to watch you dance as you smiled. It's those moments that I missed since you've been gone for quite a while. Other girls, they're not like you. They don't know me like you do. When you say you're coming back, I hold on to every word. Oh. Back in my room, I wait for your text, good night. I can't help to think as I turn out the light that you're everything that I wanted and more. It would be a shame if I let you walk right out the door. Other girls, they're not like you. They don't know me like you do. When you say you're coming back, I hold on to every word. I can't think about no one else since you've been sitting on my heart. When I lay down for the night, oh, you're what I see when I close my eyes. Other girls, they're not like you. They don't know me like you do. When you say you're coming back, I hold on, I hold on. Other girls, they're not like you. They don't know me like you do. When you say you're coming back, I hold on to every word. Oh.
We're gonna make a switcheroo.
All right. This next one is, we're premiering a new song here tonight, so you guys are lucky you get to hear that. That's we wrote this one a couple weeks ago, put it together just this last week, and it's really come together. And this song is really close to our hearts. I suggest listening to the words because this, I don't know, this is sentimental to all of us, and I think you'll see why when you hear it. Years have passed and I'm still here, waiting for the air to clear. One-way streets won't lead me to where I wanna go, where I wanna go. It's okay and it's alright. Oh, I know I'll be just fine. It's been a long road filled with sorrow, but it's time to move on. I chance for me to be the kind of man that my father was, and the kind of man that his father was. It's okay and it's alright. Oh, I know I'll be just fine. It's been a long road filled with sorrow, but it's time to move on. I don't want to disappoint you, but it's time to move on. Days are hard, sometimes we lose ones we love, the dreams we choose. But though this life may try to get the best of me, a glimpse of hope makes a better me. It's been a long road filled with sorrow, but it's time to move on. I don't want to disappoint you, but it's time to move on. Every day I know I still try, but it's my life and I'm moving on.
All right, we got one more for you.
This next one we're gonna need some help on. It involves some O's. Yeah, if you listen to Wildcat 91.9, which our good friend Tony here is a DJ on, props to him, and shout out to 91.9 because they're awesome. They play the song every once in a while. But if you don't know it, can you play the chord? Yeah, the one word's O that you sing. So I'm gonna sing, and it sounds like, and then you guys go, oh, oh. So let's try that one time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and it sounds like, oh, oh. Wow, I heard that way out there. That's pretty cool. All right, we'll start it. Driving with the windows down, taking in the air. It's been way too long since I've been here. Turn on the radio and hear that tune, and it takes me back. Ready? And it sounds like, oh, oh, oh.
All I did was blink and it's in the past where I would hear that tune that would take me back. And it sounds like, oh, and it sounds like, oh. All these songs now, they've inspired me to see the man on one day be. They'll turn on the Wildcat and hear my tune that will take them back. It'll sound like, oh, it'll sound like, oh. And it sounds like, oh, and it sounds like, oh. Thank you guys. We are Vineyard and we're on Facebook, we're on iTunes, we're on a lot of other social media platforms. So look us up, like us on Facebook, and thank you guys. Yeah, come talk to us afterwards. We'd love to meet you guys. All right, see ya.
Hey guys, here we have is Vineyard. You guys sounded great.
Thank you.
Speaking of your sound, you guys have a really unique sound. How do you incorporate instruments like the violin and the banjo?
We incorporate instruments basically on our abilities, on what we can do. We look around and say, what can you play? Or like in Jeremy's case, we threw him a banjo one day and said, you're playing this for the record, and he's like, okay.
That's awesome. Okay, so if you're describing your guys' kind of music, I know it's really different than a lot of the things that's, on radio right now. How would you kind of describe your music or let, potential fans know what's in store on your album?
It's still developing. It's still developing. Right now, I'd say alternative with undertones of country,
like
folk.
Mumford, if like Mumford was like angrier with an electric guitar.
There we go.
Yeah.
Maybe not even angrier. I don't know. Like if Mumford had some spunk and like an electric guitar. I don't know.
Definitely unique. So now, where can we see Vineyard going from here?
Well, we're playing at Aggie Station Friday at 10 p.m.
And we're getting dinner tonight.
Yeah,
So
we're
that's
getting
that's where we're going after this,
That's our
probably.
plan.
So
That's, like,
that's where we're
physically
going.
The most important part about it.
It's my favorite part.
Well, thank you guys for taking the time to come interview with us. You guys are great.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, good luck.
How about it once again for Vineyard? For those of you just joining us recently, this is the 27th annual OPUS Band Competition brought to you by Union Program Council. Be sure to check out our table over there to find out how to get a free t-shirt. You'll see some people around with them. And make sure you get a hot dog and a soda over there for free in the back.
All right, so next up we have Chase Fortune, and while he's loading up on stage, we're gonna play the audio of the video that Wildcat Watch made earlier this week.
If you'd like to watch the actual video, it is on the UPC Facebook page.
think the biggest thing that drives me to create music is just the act of expression. I have kind of a hard time expressing myself just through words, so music helps me get it out there. I've been playing music off and on since I was about 9 years old. I think I've been writing my own songs since about freshman year of college. They were terrible when I first started. It's kind of a mix, the way I create songs with my different instruments and stuff. I've been adding on just random pieces of instruments for the last 3 years or so now. I play didgeridoo, I use a loop station, I play guitar and then some drums, and I usually just try to add it together with the loop, use the didgeridoo to add kind of that background ambiance effect, and then just play over the loops to kind of give it that pumped up feeling. I first saw the didgeridoo when I was actually preparing to go over to Australia for a study abroad, but I found out a didgeridoo, figured I'd learn how to play it, and played it ever since. I'm honestly willing to go as far as my music will take me. Right now it's just a fun side thing I do. Honestly, my ideal thing would be to open for my favorite musicians. This will be my 3rd year playing at OPUS. I think what I'm looking forward to most this year, I got some new equipment, some new songs, so I'm really trying to want to bring those out and see how they work with everybody. Chase Fortune, I'm a senior and I'm from Newton, Kansas.
We're standing there moving our hips in the gloom and looking doobies in the corner, pumping out some tunes, lights here, be flashing people, ever be dance to the reggae beats of a victory and a beat. Not here to find hope, you're not here to find love. It's just to pick out a tune, just to find a buzz. So pass me in the hall, look, says it all, little eye contact, like nothing wrong. It's a night life, just get ready for the show. It's the right time, just to let it all go. It's the moon, it just won't stay until the sun shakes it away. So close your eyes, girl, and we'll dance. Oh no, we'll dance the night away. Down, down, do down, 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 do down, 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 do down, down. Down, down, do down, 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 do down, 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 do down, down. Down, down, do down, 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 do down, 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 do down, down. Down, 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 do down, 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 do down, 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 do down, down. The crowded room, find me in the middle. You turn your cheek and we talk just a little. Now shit, don't say nothing at all. It's just suspense with the pleasantries. The time for romance season to come on in. Move those hips like I saw you in the dark, swaying into the city. Cause the circular motion of your pelvic contortion bringing me to the brink of a bridal euphoria. Now come on girl, song's about to end. Just a few more hours till the day begins. Back to reality, back to the fantasy, back to the fallacies that end in brutality. Remind, that's why I'll keep it moving in the dark. Jam bands dancing down no Central Park. It's night life, just get ready for the show. It's the right time, just to let it all go. Cause the moon, it just won't stay until the sun shakes it away. So close your eyes, girl, and we'll dance. Oh no, we'll dance the night away. So go like down, down, do down, 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 do down, 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 do down, down. Line down, do down, 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 do down, 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 do down, down. Down, down, do down, 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 do down, 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 do down, down. Down, down, do down, 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 do down, 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 do down, down. Since I'm the only one up here tonight, I kind of need some help. I'm feeling lonely up here, so I'm gonna sing that one more time. And if I could just get as much volume from you guys as you could, just sing it with me. That'd be great. Just la da da. All right, here we go. 1, 2. La da da down, da do down down, da do down down. La da do down down, da do down down, da do la down. Down down do down down, da do down down, da do down down. La down down, da do down down, da do down down, da do down down. La da do down down, da do down down, da do down down. La da do down down, da do down down, da do down down. Down da do down down, da do down down, da do down down. La da da do down down, da do down down, da do down down. Yeah. Thank you, that's nightlife. My fictitious moment at the nightclub that I've never had. For this last song I'm gonna do, my mom actually just got engaged last night to a really great guy. So since I don't have any money to buy them a wedding present, I figured I'd just dedicate the song to them instead. So this is a song called "I Will Always," read you the road about my girlfriend. But tonight I want to dedicate it to my mom and Scott, wherever you guys are. So hey, this is for you guys. This is "I Will Always." Cannot tell just what this hell has done to me. I cannot be your worthy will. You may not know just what's in store, but trust me, love, you will find peace with the seed you sow. Just know that I will always love you. I will always love you. Tell me now, just what have you found in this life you hold so tight, to which you're bound? You may not see just what will be, but hold me tight and we'll join the fight till we see the light. Just know that I will always love you. I will always love with me for don't leave, just stay. Thank you. I will always. That about does it for me tonight. If you guys like what you heard, I'm on Facebook. You can just check me out under Chase Fortune Music. I got a few new songs coming out in the end of October and a new music video. So you can check me out on YouTube, Facebook, all that. Thank you so much for everybody's participation. And I guess we're going to get the next guys up here.
Wrapping up second in the Opus band competition is Chase Fortune. Thanks for joining us. So you definitely have a very unique, very different setup, being a one-man band and all. So how did you learn how to operate all that kind of stuff from a technical standpoint, as well as like the various instruments and stuff that you use?
Just time. I mean, it's when I first started, I was the worst. So I kind of started just out of lack of having bandmates and people to play with. So yeah, I've just been piecing it together for the last 3 years or so. Just, slowly get better at it, I guess. Takes time.
And how does the audience portray, like, how does the audience affect your performance since you are a one-man band?
Yeah. Usually, I mean, at least I feel I need the participation with the audience. A lot more like a band that can jump up and bounce off each other and all this kind of stuff. I'm kind of relying on them to help me out. So, I mean, when I can find an audience that's really grooving with the music and all that, it just really gets me energized, gets me going.
So where do you see Chase Fortune going musically wise in the next couple years, or just kind of in general, where do you want to go with it?
I mean, honestly, I'm thinking about buying a van when I get out of college and just touring around. So, I'd hope to have a few more albums out, maybe be touring, doing some little regional tours and stuff like that, possibly opening for some larger acts, and that's my goal. So.
There you go. And you said we can find you on Facebook?
Yeah.
All right, well, there you got it. There's Chase Fortune. Thanks, guys.
How about it for Chase Fortune, everybody? Woo! All right, for those of you who are just joining us, this is the 27th annual Opus Band Competition, brought to you by Union Program Council. I'm John Seitz, one of your music co-chairs.
And I'm Shannon Hush, your other music co-chair. Right now, we'd like to let you know of all of the upcoming events we have this week. This is UPC Week, trying to raise awareness about who we are and what we do here on campus. So Monday and Tuesday, we have Kinetic King coming from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the Union Courtyard. He's going to set up his display and detonate them at 4:30 both days. You can also learn how to make stick bombs and do it yourself on Tuesday. And if that's confusing to you at all and you want to know more about that, go over to the UPC table and they'll give you some more information on who he is and what he does. Wednesday and Thursday, we have a 3D chalk artist who is going to be doing his design on Bosco Student Plaza all day from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. On Thursday, we have Ernie Klein, the author of the K-State Common Reading book, Ready Player One. He'll be speaking in McCain Auditorium at 7 p.m., and that is free. Also on Thursday, you can get your picture taken with a DeLorean that will be on Bosco Student Plaza.
On Tuesday night at 8 p.m., comedian Francisco Ramos is going to be in the K-State Union Ballroom for free. On Friday at the Flint Hills Discovery Center, we're going to go with it Flint Hills style. It's the after hours and it's free. Night at the museum at the Flint Hills Discovery Center from 9 to midnight. We'll be showing Weird Science for free. On Saturday and Sunday, Films Committee will be bringing you White House Down. Bring a K-State student or military ID and receive it for $1 both nights. It's normally $3. This will be at 7 and 9:45 and at 8 p.m. on Sunday. Hashtag UPC Week. Check out our website at www.ksu.edu/UPC for all of the events coming up. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and be sure to check out our table down here for free t-shirts or more information about the events coming on this week. Also, get a free hot dog and a soda if you have not already. We'll now be playing the audio. Oh, never mind. They don't have it. Please be patient as we load on our next band to perform. Who's ready for Hard Way Out? Woo! All right. Now, I see y'all in the back. Let's get this kind of over here. With this breeze, we should all be huddling warm. The musicians don't bite, I promise. Not hard. Right on. So, without any further ado, here is Hard Way Out.
It's getting harder to see. I'm off the map again. Maybe you can help me. My hands off the wheel. Take my hands off the wheel. I hear you talking to me. To give it all up and to let it go. Don't know who else it can be. That whispers in my heart how you want to help me. Take my hands off the wheel. 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 Up my control. It won't be long till I am breathing. I'm more than ready to roll. With you in the seat again, wherever you take me. Take my hands off the wheel.
Thank you. Thank you, K-State, for having us out here today. It's been a real honor and privilege come and play for you. In actuality, we kind of paid to join this event, so if a professional musician is somebody who gets paid for a gig, I don't know what that makes us, but it's fun anyway, so we're glad to be here. All right, what we play for you tonight is mainly original tunes. That was an original one called Hands Off the Wheel. This next one is a dance tune, so I'd like to see some dancing, because if we don't see some dancing, we resort to polka. But our accordion didn't make it, so we just got to kind of make do. This next song's called You Bet.
Within my heart, no, I will not be ashamed. Bring you as my Father in heaven. No, I will not be ashamed. Tell him I love you and I am yours. Even now, we're losing ground. Thankfully, your assurance will be with me. When it is over, we will not die. For those of us who will not die, it's just a moving on. I'll see it with my dying breath. No, I will not be ashamed. Right inside of me, it can't be taken without my life. My soul is spoken for. None can claim it, no, none can take it away.
Thank you. That was Sarah Faircloud on guitar. We got Tanya Tree Logan on tenor sax. That's way too many T's for one gig. Got Quentin Breeze on trumpet. Jay Lewis on sax. And I bumped myself in the face putting my bass on, so you can call me Fat Lip Johnny. Next song's called Work It Out.
When he comes back again, we need to keep lit the torch. We need to keep strong in our hearts. This time is almost over. This time is almost over. We're doing it to you, you're doing it to me. That's not the way it should be. Maybe we could work it out. Stuck in our ways, we don't even know what we're fighting for. And if it all came out and we found out the truth, we would all be quite ashamed. Don't let these things tear us apart. This time is almost over. This time is almost over. We're doing it to you, you're doing it to me. That's not the way it should be. Maybe we could work it out. Doing it to you, doing it to me. That's not the way it should be. Maybe we could work it out. Thank you. Sometimes I run out of things to say, so I bring a lot of water.
Awkward silent pause time. This next song's one that you probably all know. We don't. But we're going to wing it anyway. For those of you who were in church today, you don't have to sing. For those of you that weren't, there's only like 5 words, so you'll catch right on. This song's called Humble Yourself. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and He will lift you up higher and higher, and He will lift you up. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. He will lift you up higher and higher, and He will lift you yourself in the sight of the Lord. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. And He will lift you up higher and higher, and He will lift you up. He will lift you up higher and higher, and He will lift you up. Thank you. You know, humble yourself if you hadn't guessed by the word being repeated over and over again, as much titles to many songs are. We feel like we're at a slight disadvantage. Last time we got to see the clock. This time it's a guessing game, right? How much? 25 seconds? 4:25. 30 seconds left in the gig. Okay, well then that's our time to say thank you. We had a good time, and I do not have 25 seconds left of material left to give you, except for a one-note solo. Thank you. We're Hard Way Out.
We're here with Hard Way Out. That's such an interesting name. Where did you guys get the meaning behind it?
Well, we kind of took a vote on it. There was a couple options, but when we got to discussing meanings and the purpose of the band and what it boils down to is that, you know, it's really easy for man to want to like control his own destiny and make his own decisions, but it's really hard to give that up to God and let him take over. So we wanted to take the hard way out and, you know, give it up to God.
So it's definitely special.
Where are you guys from, and can you tell us a little bit about how you guys found each other and came together to form the band?
Well, we're mainly all from Salina, Kansas, but now we've kind of been spread out amongst all of Kansas, so it just kind of put out an ad and people show up.
That's awesome. What went into preparing for your performance today?
We're kind of like a sleeper cell organization. I mean, we don't practice regularly because we all have full-time gigs, so really if we got a gig coming up, we just nail down 2 dates and have some rehearsal and we're off.
That's awesome.
What kind of other venues or places have you performed at, or do you guys have any particular favorites?
I don't know. What about the San Antonio trip?
Well, I didn't quite make that one, but we played in places like in Lindsborg, Kansas, and we've done different types of Christian fests. We do one every January to benefit SIDS in Salina at the Crossroads Church. So I think that's probably one of our favorites, that we get to do a benefit that raises money to help a cause.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank you guys for taking the time to interview with us. You guys did awesome.
Great performance.
Let's give it up one more time for the Hard Way Out. Yeah. And guys, come on, get a little closer if you'd like. Don't be shy. We've got plenty of hot dogs left, so if you're still hungry, go over and get some more of those. We also have some soda and water over there. And we still have t-shirts to give away. We're down to extra larges, so if you'd like a different size, be sure to check out one of the other UPC events that we got going on this week so you can get a different size t-shirt. Up next, we have The Clearing, so get excited for them. As they're loading on and Hard Way Out's getting off, we'd like to play an audio for you.
So, The Clearing initially formed during a watermelon and sweet tea party where we were hanging out in one of the back rooms, eating some watermelon, drinking some sweet tea, and there were instruments around, and so naturally we picked up some of them, started jamming, and it was just history after that. The Clearing is taken from one of our songs, actually. There's a line in our song Columns and Rows that says, "I will wait for the clearing." Basically, the clearing is like when you see kind of the way things have been lining up, and sometimes it's going to be in hindsight when after things have happened you look back and you're like, man, I totally understand what God was doing that whole time, because the trees are lining up in columns and rows and you've reached the clearing. So that's kind of where the band name comes from. We are just about at our 2-year band anniversary, so we've been together for 2 years. I think a lot of the music that I write comes from my own experiences and things that I've wrestled with, things that I've struggled with, and really how I've found that as I'm searching for things to find satisfaction in, that really God is the one who gives complete satisfaction. Sometimes the songs take forever to write, and sometimes God just gives them to me. So we try to figure out what our style is, and we're not trying to be all hipster and stuff and say we're different than everybody else. It's legitimately kind of hard to figure out, so if you figure it out, let me know.
All right, guys, get excited for your fourth act of the night, The Clearing.
How are you guys doing tonight?
So good.
One guy is doing decent. Yeah, thank you. He's got free food, that's why he's doing well. Hey, if you guys are far off in the distance and you feel like coming up a little bit closer, then feel free to do that. But if you're just chilling back there, then that's all right as well. We are The Clearing, and we hope you guys enjoy the music that we have for you. We're going to play 3 originals for you, so hope you enjoy them. Rain on, not that I am looking to drown. Fall swift as a master's whip, worth more than a crown. Been to the wasteland, drinking down mouthfuls of sand. Can't see deeper, I'm letting go and I'm raising up this tattered white flag. Tattered white flag. Cut me deep. A healing is stronger than a wound. Don't speak softly. Child's fears are crying to be heard. Been to the wasteland, I'm drinking down mouthfuls of sand. Can't dig deeper, drinking low, and I'm raising up this tattered white flag. Tattered white flag. Pretender, liar drops the label if he can't defend her. Dropping every weapon from my hands, surrender. It's a word I swore I'd never say again. Remember, the word means next to nothing, weary man. Been through the wasteland, I'm drinking down mouthfuls of sand. Can't dig deeper, I'm letting go and I'm raising up this tattered white flag. Tattered white flag. Tattered white flag. Tattered white flag. Thank you. That was a song called Tattered, as we repeated the line tattered white flag over and over again. This next one is called Return, and It's a little bit chilly out, so we're not really sure how it's going to go, but we'll see how it goes. All right.
Over time, things don't ever stay the same. Things don't ever stay the same. I don't know why, I don't know why. I keep deflecting all the blame. I remember building walls before the vines were growing on the sides. You thought it'd be healthy to be in different spaces for a while. 'Cause I've been watching you, swore I'd be keeping you, It's always on my mind. It's all alright, it's all alright. I knew it'd take a bit of burn. I knew it'd take a bit of burn. With all my might, I've been praying for return. Everything you ever thought you wanted froze you solid in a dream. Through shattered eyes, the Father's eyes are calling you to wake up from your sleep. 'Cause I've been watching you, swore I'd be keeping you, It's always on my mind. Failed attempts and mortar bricks had broken what I thought would reconcile. This wall will be a well when ice is melted in the torrent from the sky. 'Cause I've been watching you, swore I'd be keeping you, 'Cause I've been watching you, swore I'd be keeping you, It's always on my mind.
Thank you. Well, we're really excited to be able to be out here tonight with you guys. Thanks for coming out. We're The Clearing, as I said earlier. This is Sarah Iha over here on my left. She's about to rock it out on the mandolin, so get excited about that. And then this is Casey Williams over here playing the piano and singing. Both of these lovely ladies have amazing voices, and they make me sound better than I actually am. So that is a plus for me. I'm John Pedersen. I play the guitar, and I sing sometimes as well. Also, I just found this in my pocket. I have some Welch's fruit snacks. So you thought you only had free food back there, but you also have free food right here if you would like some. Who wants the Welch's fruit snacks? Okay, I only got some. I'm going to throw it this way. Almost hit the camera. That was terrible.
Musician.
I hope somebody would enjoy that, but I don't know. Maybe a couple people did. What's our time over here? 10 minutes. Man, we have so much time. We could like double the next length of the song and just hang out. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about this next song then. That last song we played was Return, and that took me probably like 6 months to a year to actually write from the beginning, that point where I wrote some of the guitar parts to where I actually finished up the lyrics. And then the day I finished that song, Return, I wrote this next song, Everdeep, in like an hour and a half or 2 hours. And that was pretty crazy day. And to me, it was just evidence that God gave me this next song. And I'll tell you another reason why. The song lyric that I sing in this next song says, I don't care where you've just come from. Rest your spirit, come and drink. I just forgot it because it's in the melody. I don't care where you just come from. Rest your spirit, come and drink. And for me, that's the voice of Jesus saying that like it doesn't matter where we've come from in the past, but he's inviting us to come and drink water that is quenching and satisfying. And so I am singing this song to myself today because I woke up pretty tired and unmotivated this morning. And so as I sing this song, I'm kind of like preaching that to myself, just that Jesus is inviting me to come to him and he offers rest. So I hope you enjoy it. This is our favorite song to play together.
Your spirit, come and drink. Taste the quenching, never-ending, ever-vast, ever-deep. Just come taste the quenching, never-ending, ever-vast, ever-deep.
Thank you so much. We love you too. Thanks again for coming out tonight. We don't have anything else really prepared for you guys. We have a lot more time. We actually thought about writing our own song just for tonight during the actual event, but I don't know if that'd be just more embarrassing at this point. What do you guys think?
Joe thinks so.
What?
Joe thinks so.
There's a couple people that think it would be great, and some people that think it would be a terrible idea. I'm one of the people that thinks it'd be a terrible idea. So if you guys are interested in talking to us afterwards, feel free to come meet us. We love to meet new people. Also, we have EPs for sale for $5, 5 songs. They sound better than us live because we can use modern technology when we record them. So it's pretty good. I enjoy it, but not forcing you to enjoy it. But $5 for the EP if you'd like that. Also, you can find us on Facebook. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the evening. There's been a lot of good bands so far, and I assume there'll be a lot more good ones in the future as well. So thank you very much. Appreciate you guys.
Hi, we're joined with The Clearing right after their beautiful performance. So, guys, can you tell us a little bit about what goes into your performance and how you guys achieve that heart and that soul that you guys let through in your music?
Yeah, I guess we. Do you have anything to say about?
Well, go for it, Case.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, we start every practice with a prayer and every performance with a prayer, and we really desire that our music would be glorifying to the Lord. And another prayer that we have is that it would be peaceful for the audience, and so that's really where the heart comes from with our music. So
it's good.
That's great.
And you guys have such beautiful harmony. What goes into perfecting that and working together as a band?
Yeah, I'll take this one. I do nothing, and these two girls are just really good at harmonies, and every once in a while, maybe like once... every while, maybe like once or twice a year, they have to say like, okay, who wants higher or lower harmony? But other than that, I mean, she's a vocal performance major. She's been doing music all her life, and I just do melody, so...
So it's a pretty natural thing.
Yeah,
there you go.
You guys are so humble. I love it.
So what are your other goals and aspirations together as a band?
We're kind of learning to figure that out. Like we competed in this last year, and so it was a blessing to be able to come back. But we kind of take it as they come. But we enjoy playing together. We lead worship at New Hope sometimes together, which is a wonderful joy for us. But otherwise, we just kind of see what happens.
There you go. Thank you guys so much. That was a great performance. So have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hello once again, and welcome to the 27th annual Opus Band Competition. For those of you who don't know, who's ready to hear Joshua, J and The Nighthawks?
1, 2, 3, 4. I've been playing music since 8 years old. The first paid gig was at like 14. Tonight is the first night all of us have collectively played together.
Brothers coming home and he ain't just...
My favorite track and the one I'm most excited to play at Opus, I think, would be Brothers Coming Home, and that's the one that was recorded. I wrote it for my little brother, and like I love that kid to death. Like he's awesome, like running down the coast of California. Like I believe he's up in Portland right now, and I just hope someday like I get to like reconnect with him. I wasn't the best older brother growing up. I love him to death, and I can't wait to be able to reconnect with him and like be a good older brother and like get to hang with him again. I'd say music is like the muse. That's the best way I can describe it. Like no matter where I'm at, no matter what I'm doing. Like today, something hit me and I just had to pick up my guitar. I was like, I've got to do this right now, or else it's not gonna come out. It just is like it goes back and forth. Like when it hits, you have to either do it or you lose it. My music is about life experiences. I don't know, like I really like creating characters. Like there's one song that I wrote that like I created a character out of just something that came to my mind, and just like out of like the old 1940s, and I wrote a song about it. or like, I have a lot of personal life experiences that I love to write about. So like, it just all stems from different, like, I don't know. It's the muse. I love being able to play with the Nighthawks. Like, those guys just make it so much more fun. Like, you get to like thrive off of other musicians, and that's what creates like the wonderful stage presence and like the true life behind like live performance compared to recording. I'm gonna do this till the day I die, so no matter what happens, like, this is who I am. This is what I'm gonna do.
Right on. Well, let's have a round of applause for all of our bands who have performed tonight still. All right, and also for our judges. Thank you all very much. And without any further ado, let's play and hear some Joshua J and the Nighthawks.
All right, first off, before I get started, I see there's a lot of people here, but there's nobody right up here. So if you feel necessary, like the need to come down here and stomp your feet and, get a little bit closer and personal with us, you're more than welcome to. But it doesn't look like anybody's willing to do that quite yet, so we'll go ahead and just start. We just want to say thank you for letting us come out here and perform tonight. We're excited to be here at Opus, seeing all you pretty faces. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I ain't never been much of a fighting man. I always took this world with a grain of sand. Last time I fought, I think it was the 2nd grade. Well, I've been taking quite about half a year when a kid named Greg struck quite a fear. He was kicking in the doors to all the Johns. Well, I stood up tall so he could see that there's no way that he could take me. And that's when I got slapped across my face. Yeah, my cheek turned red, I wanted to cry, but boy, I pushed back them tears in my eyes. And that's when I knew that the fight in life was not for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, checking that microphone. Can you guys hear me out there? I can't hear myself, but we're gonna go on and play anyways. Well, as the years pass by, they do. There's times I forget that memory grade 2. I'd be getting a little tip from time to time. One day driving, I cut a guy off. He got so mad that he cussed and he scoffed. He drove up in front of me and pulled that e-brake. He got out the car and ran towards me, Hawaiian shirt, face red as can be. I rolled up my windows and I locked my doors. Yeah, when he got up close, he was twice my age. I yelled and I told him to stay away, bringing back that stale memory, 2nd grade again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna take it down real low right here. Real low. Well, we're all real excited to be here tonight. I personally cannot hear myself, but I am very glad all of you can. Well, nowadays when people ask if I want to fight, I just tell them that I'm alright. Maybe after a few more whiskey drinks. But deep down inside, I know that they're right. There are definitely some things that a man's gotta fight, but never, oh never, oh you know when I said never. There we go, with a gun One night. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who wants to hear Tony on that mandolin? Let us hear your voices. There are more of you out there. Hey guys, my name is Joshua J. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. So, usually I'm the guy that breaks strings all the time. If you guys have ever seen me play, you've probably seen me break a string or two. Well, we're so rock and roll tonight, our bassist had broke a string. Her name is Taryn. Give it up for Taryn. She's a student here. She's a student here. And she's a student here. Bondi back there on the drums, he's a student. Tony is a graduate. I unfortunately have never gone to school. I wasn't smart enough, so I just picked up a guitar.
It's all right, man.
Speaking of not being smart, have you ever well, this is a song about moonshine. If you know what moonshine is, enjoy it. If not, I hope you enjoy it anyways. Well, I drank myself to shame on that moonshine. Yeah, that woman was to blame for the moonshine. Now I'm running for the train to get more moonshine. Oh, that moonshine will do me till the day that I till Tony won't let Well, I come out late to play, drinking moonshine. I wrote this song the other day on that moonshine. Now there's pickers here to stay because of moonshine. Oh, that moonshine will do me till the day that I 1, 2, and it's you, yeah. All right, we're gonna bring it down real low for this next verse. How many of you people out there have ever had your heart broke? I'm guessing at least most of you. Most of you are at least 18 years old, right? I'm guessing so. Come on now. Well, my woman ran out a day, but I got moonshine. Yeah, she torments me every day, but I got moonshine. Now her ghost is here to stay, but I got moonshine. Oh, that moonshine will do me till the day that Whoa! Tony, it's you, holes in all my clothes, but I got moonshine. Now I'm running for the coast to get more moonshine. Oh, that moonshine will do me till the day that I Now I got a question for you guys, and it's up to the crowd to decide whether or not this is gonna happen. Do you see these two musicians over here? Just hang it on that A. You see these two musicians over here? These two are some of my favorite people to play with.
Right back at you, Josh.
Now they're both good enough musicians, they can trade fours and solo against each other. Now I usually do not like to pin people against each other. But in the spirit of this competition, we're gonna have our own little competition up here. We're gonna start it off with Ann. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over to Tony. Back over. Chance to redeem themselves, because I know both of them can do better than that.
I think Ann wins it.
I know both of y'all can do better than that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. my bird. Well, I drank myself to shame on that moonshine. Yeah, that woman was to blame for the moonshine. And now I'm running for the train to get more moonshine. Oh, that moonshine will do me till the day that I die. Oh, that moonshine will do me till the day that I die. Hey guys, give it up for all the other bands that are out here tonight. Super, super excited. I'm really sad. I had to work until the very last second to make it out here. But I know all those other bands did good, and I know Kearney Encore's up next, and there's some good, good friends of mine. So stick around and listen and dance around. Hey, we got a new bass.
Yeah, Terrence.
Yeah, E. So, needless to say, whenever we play, there are going to be strings broken, feet stomping. Whether or not you guys do it, we're going to do it. It's just as more fun if you guys participate with us. So, feel free.
Don't break your strings, though. We don't want that. Yeah, no one break this string.
You know, you got to break a string once or two. This next song I wrote for my little brother. It's called Brothers Coming Home. Wherever he's at right now, Caleb, I love you. Probably running down the coast somewhere in Portland, Oregon. He's a good guy. I hope someday I can be a better older brother than I have been. So this song is called Brothers Coming Home. Hope you guys enjoy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brother's coming home and he ain't just fine. Mama say talk to him another time. Stumble through the door, people's big and wide. Yeah, he got a bloody nose from another fight. Brother's coming home, but not so right now. Brother's finally home, but not so wide free. Brother's running home, but not so right now. Brother's finally home, but he don't look. Don't hit you! One, two, and it's you! Remember when we were young, we outside with the big old sun. It didn't really matter what game we played. Yeah, we'd go home like just like this. Brother's coming home, but not so right now. Brother's finally home, but not so wide free. Brother's running home, but not so right now. Brother's finally home, but he don't look. coming home, but not so right now. Brother's finally home, but not quite free. Brother's running home, but not so right now. Brother's finally home, but he don't love it. And me, and me, and me. Get up the bounty on the drums! What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Thank you guys so much for listening. Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, you know that I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, you know that I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, you know that I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? Oh, I want somebody to love. And could it be anybody? Oh, I need somebody to love. Thank you guys. My name is Joshua J, and these are my Nighthawks. Give it up for you guys. Give it up for the judges and all the other bands.
We're here with Joshua J and the Nighthawks. You guys had such a fun energy on stage. What's running through your mind during the performance?
Music.
Anyone?
Music, adrenaline, music, whiskey.
That sounds about right.
Foot stomping. Foot stomping.
Definitely.
Are there any common things, ideas, themes in your music, just generally?
I'll let these guys decide that.
I would
write
say
it.
just like sort of taking old topics that you'd find in traditionals and just sort of making them a little more relevant, adding some sauce on them, a little foot stomping, and making it a little rock and roll maybe.
Giving it a little flavor.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory as a band of being together?
Well, with these guys, this is the first time any of us have played together before, so I'd say this would be it. Like, this is a good time.
Yeah,
thank you guys for letting us come out and play. Like, it's always a blast.
You could not tell this was your first time. You guys did amazing.
Well, it's our in this particular group of individuals, we've been rehearsing for a couple of weeks and just putting together songs. So
yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time to interview with us. You had an amazing performance.
Thank you guys.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
The band name is the Kearney Encore. My family, I have a family name of the Kearney side of my family, and so for some reason I thought it would be funny when I was playing shows by myself to call myself the Kearney Brothers, just so people would be like, what? And then, so I told Steve that one night, like jokingly, and he texted me like 2 days later, just out of the blue, and he said, the Kearney Encore. And I was like...
I said it really dramatic like that.
He said it in a text. I read it, how he said it. We're that close. And so at first I was like, I was joking, but then I thought about it more, and so, yeah, that's basically it. So Steve came up with the name of the band, which is why he's in it.
I came up with the part.
Originally, it was just called Kearney Encore. We like to tell people that we're a bunch of carnival workers and we're all coming back to get them. There are songs, like I said, that I've written over the course of 5 years, and there are songs that I've written in a day. So I can't really speak to the process per se. It's kind of like sometimes you get writer's block and you just can't write, and there's just nothing going on that you feel like is worth putting down, pen to paper. But then there are times where you just get hit with something and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna turn that into something. Music is kind of an equalizer with people, as most art, and so I feel like it's a way to connect to other people, an idea, a thought that you have that you feel is maybe it's just personal to you, or maybe it's universal. But sometimes, when you hear a song that just speaks to you, it's one of, like, for me anyways, like the strongest connections that you can have, so I guess music has a deeper meaning than just, hey, I like this, it sounds good. Like, if you can understand what the person was feeling when they wrote those lyrics, that's something awesome. So
there's not anybody in the world who would say I don't like music. Like, I mean, maybe not like a certain genre or whatever, but it can connect with anybody to some extent, and I think that it's really cool to be able to even attempt to communicate through that medium.
We're beginning the process of recording an EP, and we've been very fortunate to have been able to play the shows that we've played since starting, and we've met a lot of good people, and so we're gonna record an EP, and then we're gonna go on tour in the spring. We're planning on it, and as far as everything else, we're just gonna try to play shows around here in Kansas City and Lawrence and kind of surrounding areas. So we love playing live shows. We love having people come out and listen and enjoy it. Like I said, we've been really, really fortunate and grateful to have people who are nice enough to come out to our shows. And we're really new, and there are people here who've been doing it a lot longer and are a lot better at it than we are. And so the fact that people show up is awesome. So if they like our music, then that's the best compliment that we could get.
Okay, guys, give it up for the last band of the night, the Kearney Encore.
How you guys doing tonight? Right on. Well, we're happy to be here on this beautiful fall night playing Opus 2013. Right on. Ready?
you guys very much. It's so bright up here. I wish I could see your lovely faces. That was just a drum solo that we thought we'd throw in there. Give it up for Alex, our drummer. He's so good. All right, we got another song. It's so damn cold on this tired doorstep. I'm going on about 800 beginning. The war's getting close, there's Jack on my breath. You're doing fine and that's good to see. When is this going to end? Loneliness gets lonelier when it's your only friend. But I will wait right here for you. A boy grows his beard out for 800 days. Mother and father don't know what to say. He cries out, it's only to make sure I'm safe. Sister and brother will make sure he's safe. When is this going to end? Loneliness gets lonelier when it's your only friend. But I will wait right here for you. So take your time, walk away. Not a single word that I would say to change your mind, get you to stay. Maybe it's better this way. It's still damn cold on this tired doorstep. I've gone on about 800 beginning. The war, it is over, the jacket has left. I'm fucking fine and that's great to see. I prayed that this would end. Loneliness got lonelier, it was my only friend. Now I will say to you, take your time,
this way. Thank you guys so much. We're going to play one more song for you guys, but before we do, I want to say thank you to everybody at Opus. We want to say a huge, huge thank you to Vineyard. They switched spots with us, and if they hadn't, we wouldn't have been able to play, so big thanks to them. And if you guys want to go warm up after the show, there's a lovely coffee shop right across the street, Arrow Coffee. They're going to treat you real nice. So we're the Kearney Encore. A huge thanks to all the other bands that came out and played tonight. Josh, I had to tell you this, moonshine's illegal, buddy. So I just watched the show Moonshiners the other day, apparently. I don't know. So we're going to play one more song for you guys. We hope you have a good night. I were a stronger man, had any strength at all, to be the one to hit the ground, first to break the fall. Wish I were a better man, any kind of man at all, any kind of man at all. I just wanna settle down and find a girl who secretly likes the smell of a cigarette. Leave all the shit, find a quiet town where I can read all the books I said I have but never read. Do all the things I never did. Become the man I'll never be. I'll never be.
band competition is the Kearney Encore. Great performance, guys. Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys feel when you're performing and kind of what you want your audience to feel?
We want our audience to feel happy, and we also feel happy to be playing music. I'm not good with this.
Yeah, I think we just like to overall keep it a happy feeling atmosphere for everybody.
Definitely, you always want to feel happy. It's better than sad, right?
Far better than sad.
So what do you love most about your band, your bandmates?
Steve. I'd say Steve.
Steve.
Kyle's
really a good actor, though.
I'm gonna have to go with Steve as well.
That's Steve. Mr. Steve to you. He's the coolest.
It's called A Great Time with Steve, actually.
It's not.
It is. It's
Maybe
not.
you guys should write a song about Steve.
All of our songs are about Steve.
What was that?
Nothing.
Sorry, last question real quick. When you're sorry, I just clicked off my mic. For someone who's never heard your music before, what are you trying to convey to them in your music and your lyrics?
Man, the lyrics are about just anything and everything, but we like to write music that hopefully if people catch the lyrics, it makes them think about some things, you know? I mean, some of the songs are just about girls and stuff like that, but some of the songs are like questioning bigger things in life, but yeah, really I just want, you know, those lyrics that sometimes you hear and you go, I know what he's thinking, like I connect with that, so I guess that's mostly it.
There you go. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah,
Way to wrap it up. Great performance.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks.
How about it for Harp? The Kearney Encores.
Been a long day. Been a long day.
All right, now we're calculating our judges' scores. In the next 10 to 15 minutes, we'll have our results and we'll announce our winners for the competition. So thank you for waiting. All right, it's the time you've all been waiting for. But before we announce that, I'd like to say we do have free pop over there one more time. Go ahead and grab one or two. So quick recap. Today at 5 o'clock, we had Vineyard. At 5:30, we had Chase Fortune. At 6, we had Hard Way Out. At 6:30, we had The Clearing. At 7, we had Joshua J and The Nighthawks. And at 7:30, we had the Kearney Encore. All right, we'd also like to thank all of our judges. Hunter Elliott, our HGB representative. Woo! Jimbo Ivy from The Hype. And Jordan Swoyer, music director of the Wildcat 91.9. Also, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Good Now HGB, Pepsi, and Wildcat 91.9. And also, Wildcat Watch. Now, without further ado.
Okay, if we announce your band, will at least one representative come up to receive your check? So in third place, winning $100, we have The Clearing. Oh yeah, you're there. Anybody? Okay.
Big, nice, cool check.
Yeah, I like big checks.
All right, in second place, winning $150, Vineyard. All right, in first place, winning $200, the Kearney Encore. I guess I should.
I don't know why. Awesome job, guys. Round of applause for all of our bands today.
This is so cool. I feel like Happy Gilmore. Alex, get under us like a child. Like family photo. Get under us. Are we doing a photo? Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. I got it. Am I in the shot?
Please say no. Please say no.
Welcome the winners of the Opus band competition, Kearney Encore. What was going through your mind when they announced your band name?
You should ask Kyle.
Happiness.
Yeah, Kyle feels for all of us.
We were like, oh, we won, yay.
That's a solid response. Yes.
Okay, so I know that you guys have a fairly young band that just started out this summer. So how much does that mean and like fuel you guys as winning Opus, you know, just being such a young band?
We're extremely grateful. Like, I mean, we didn't expect it. We just like playing music, and so the fact that we got in and you know that it worked out, we actually almost weren't able to play it, and so we have to give a huge thank you to Vineyard, the guys who took second, because they let us switch with them. They were going to go last, which is awesome, and we got to. So yeah, we're just really grateful for that and grateful to win. That's awesome, unexpected. So
Also, and grateful for our sponsors, PBR.
Also, check out Vineyards. They got an EP out called Other Girls. They recorded it. It's really well done.
So where can we see Kearney Encore going from here? What are your future plans?
We're recording an EP right now. That should be out by the winter, Christmas time. So it'll be a good stocking stuffer for your parents, grandparents, etc. And then we're going to be touring in the spring. But for now, we try to play as much as we can around here. We've got a show, I think, in Junction City on October 19th. So if you want to make a drive and come check that out, we're playing an Oktoberfest there. And yeah. So
Well, thank you guys so much. You guys did amazing. You obviously won. Will we see you here next year at Opus?
Can we play it if we win? I thought we couldn't play it.
We'll be here no matter what.
Okay.